Recently, transgender rights have become the hot button issue. Why? There are those who genuinely suffer from gender dysphoria, and they deserve our understanding, our sympathy and our help. And yet there's been an absolute epidemic of referrals to transgender clinics. Tavistock Clinic's Gender Identity Development Service, the only specialised clinic for transgender children in the NHS, reports that the number of referrals in the last 10 years has risen from 95 referrals in 2009 to 2,590 in 2019. That's roughly an increase of 2,500%. And worryingly, this includes 10 3- and 4-year-old children and 21 5-year-old children. Now, some people think that progressives are obsessed with sex. Well, perhaps they are. But actually for them, sex is a tool in changing society. We see it in the gradual progression. We had the press for civil partnerships. It was only fair, it would help with pensions, etc. And there was no idea of pressing for marriage. That was for heterosexuals. And as soon as civil partnerships came into being, they pressed for marriage. Same-sex marriage. As they called it, marriage equality. Having achieved that, we now move to transgender rights. And what comes next? This is London Pride in 2019.
Explain about poppy masks. Can you actually explain what it's all about?
This is about power. The power to change society. We have students, middle-class lefties, progressives of every shape and size, enamoured of the revolutionary romanticism, out to destroy the system which sidelines them. They want to remake society in their own image, and anyone who opposes them is mentally ill, a transphobic. And so we find them everywhere. In an employment tribunal recently, a judge was of the opinion that so far as the law is concerned, nobody in a democracy should express a political belief that a trans woman is a man. But if gender is merely a social construct, why is it always biological men who wish to compete as women in athletics, cycling, wrestling, weightlifting, and not the other way around? Well, the answer is fairly obvious, isn't it? Take the case of one of my favourite athletes, Alison Felix. As well as having a vibrant Christian witness and a graceful running style, she is perhaps the best female athlete ever. She has as many World Championship medals as Usain Bolt. Yet, in 2017, the Olympic and World Champion Alison Felix's lifetime best in the 400 metres of 49.26 seconds was surpassed over 15,000 times worldwide by boys and men. Or take Dorianne Lamlett-Coleman, a law professor at Duke University and an elite athlete as a student, who argues it only takes 3 male-bodied athletes to preclude the best females from the medal stand and 8 to exclude them from the track. There is a reason why we don't have gender-open sports in athletics, tennis, football. Our legislators, our politicians, always have an eye on the next election. They listen, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And progressivism generally, and transgender rights in particular at the moment, they have a megaphone in our media. Our Conservative government allow Stonewall and Mermaids, 2 activist groups, into schools to teach children and to teach teachers how to teach children. The Labour Party wished the Gender Recognition Act of 2004 to be amended to allow self-identification without any medical certification after a mere 2 years. The Lib Dems want to reform the Gender Recognition Act as well to recognise all non-binary genders. Scotland's SNP government, wanting to be the most progressive of them all, wished to have a mere 6 months of self-identification. And the Greens, well, they want multiple genders recognised in all legal documents. But all this will only happen if we let it happen. And so I would urge you, if you wish to oppose this, to get in touch with some of the organisations listed below.